Good evening, friends. This is Radhesham Peraki here. Again, you are welcome on part 13 of Building Material and Construction. We were studying the 10,000 plus MCQs related to the civil engineering, and these will help in RSM, SSB, JEN, as well as upcoming RICOIN and various engineering UPSC exams and some state civil engineering exams also. So guys, please be with me. I'm continuing this part 30, as I have also included some fluid mechanics unit chapter in part 12, and that will be moving parallel. So let us complete this concrete construction technology, which is very important in our each and every exam, because this is the basic of engineering, should be known by everyone, right? So let us start. The question number 103. That is, coping is defined as. What is coping? Coping means covering placed on the exposed top of an external wall. कोई भी external wall होता है, उसके exposed के top में जो covering की जाती है, उसको क्या बोलेंगे यहाँ पर? Coping. Cop मतलब टोपी पहनाते हैं उसको, कैप से बना coping. Next, hearting is a portion of wall between facing and backing. जो face और back के बीच का जो wall है, उसको बोलते हैं hearting. Hearting of a portion, right? Next, in a trenching bond, what is trenching bond? Trenching bond means all the bricks are laid as stretchers. If all the bricks are laid as stretcher, that is called stretching bond, right? Next, what is racking bond? These are very important concepts. Please keep all these noting in your notebook, right? So in a racking bond, what is this? The bonding bricks are laid at any angle other than 0 or 90 degree. That is called racking bond, right? Next, minimum thickness of wall where single flamish bond can be used. That is what? 1.5 brick thick. If 1.5 brick thick is there, then the minimum thickness of wall. This is where we use the single flamish bond, right? So what is the condition for single flamish bond? 1.5 brick thick, right? Next, for a building on the side of a busy street where the ordinary scaffolding will obstruct the traffic on road, the type of scaffolding provided. Guys, what this question is telling, there is a restrictions of scaffolding in the crowdy area. So what we will do over there, we will provide the needle scaffolding over there, so that the unnecessary traffic cannot be generated or can be avoided, right? Next, when a brick is cut into two halves longitudinally, one part is called twin closure. This is very important. When a brick is cut into two halves longitudinally, one part is called twin closure. Next, bat is the portion of a brick cut across the width. अगर width के across brick को काटा जाता है, that is called bat, BAT. Next, a brick laid with width parallel to the front direction of a wall, that is called header. Please remember, these are very important definitions. Which of the following is a type of bond which consists of alternate course of headers and stretchers arrangement, that is called English bond. This is very important. Next, the type of a brick masonry bond provided for heavy load on masonry, that is called English bond. This question came in RPSC, ACF, KPSC and some other exams also. So please be aware about this. Next, out of all the rules and specifications, choose the most important requirement with respect to brick masonry. That is, the vertical joint should not be continuous and should be staggered in consecutive layers. This is the definition for out of all the rules and specifications, choose the most important requirement with respect to the brick masonry. So the vertical joints should not be continuous and should be staggered into consecutive layers. This is the correct and this is the most appropriate regarding. All bricks should be of uniform shape and size. This is not required. The mortar joints should be as thin as possible. This is all not mandatory thing. Okay, important requirement. And the entire wall height should be constructed without a stoppage in between. This is also not the important thing. Only one thing is there. The vertical joints should not be continuous and should be staggered in consecutive layers. So this is the correct answer. Next, a type of flooring made with special aggregate of marble chips mixed with white and colored cement is called terrazzo flooring. That is called terrazzo flooring, not mosaic, asphalt, and none of these. Only one is correct, terrazzo flooring. What is, and where we use it? Marble chips mixed with white and colored cement. That is the definition of terrazzo flooring. Next, we should match what is the stretcher bond. This is very important. The bond containing all stretcher, that is called stretcher bond. Please remember, very easy question. Next, what is header bond? The bond containing all headers, that is header bond. And next, what is English bond? English bond is what? The bond containing alternate chords of stretchers and header, that is called English bond. And the last, double Flemish bond. What is this? The bond containing alternatively stretchers and headers in each course. If it is containing in each course, that is called double Flemish bond. And if it is containing alternate stretcher and headers, then that is called the course of stretchers and headers, that is called the English bond, right? The next question is the type of brick masonry bond in which every course contains both headers and stretcher is called Flemish bond. Please remember this. Next, a brick masonry can fail due to crushing due to overloading, correct. Shearing along a horizontal plane, this is also correct. Next, rupture along a vertical joint. So all three are correct. Next question, the term king closure is used in relation to brick masonry. A very easy question. What is troweling? Trowelling, troweling. Troweling means the final operation in finishing a floor, that is called troweling. Next, the position of brick cut to form angles other than right angles in a plan is known as sequent closure, SQUINT, sequent closure. Next question, a horizontal layer of brick laid in mortar is known as course, that is called course. Next question, the pointing which is extensively used in brick work and stone masonry face work is called flush pointing. Okay. Next question, the type of pointing in which the mortar is first pressed into the racked joint and then finished off flush with the edge of the bricks or stones is called flush pointing. So this is also correct. Next, the type of pointing in which the mortar is first pressed into the racked joint and then finished off flush with the face of the bricks or stone is called tuck pointing, TUCK. What is the definition of tuck pointing? A type of pointing in which the mortar is first pressed into the racked joint and then finished off flush with the face of the bricks or stones is called tuck jointing. Next, the process of filling up all nail holes, cracks, etc. with putty is known as stopping, STOPPING. Next, the formation of small patches of plaster swelling out beyond the plastered surface is known as blowing of plaster, that is called blowing of plaster. Next, the mortar joint in masonry which is normal to the face of wall is known as cross joint. So this is also cross joint. So all I have told you, number of riser, how you will calculate total height upon the height of a single riser. You will find the total number of riser. Total number of treads, number of riser minus 2, that is called total number of treads if double flight staircase is there. Okay. If single is there, number of riser, length divided by the height of the single riser. So that will come 25. Number of treads for single, 25 minus 1 is 24. So like this, I have completed construction technology. Some important questions are there, but these are not too much important. But I can tell you miscellaneous questions also, MCQs, like density of a steel lies between. This is very important question. Sometimes it is asked 7850 kg per meter cube और 7.75 to 8.05 ग्राम पर सेंटीमीटर क्यूब, इसके बीच में लाई करती है. The percentage of nickel in invar is 36%. This is also very important. So like this, these are the miscellaneous, but these are the also important, right? The percentage of nickel in invar. Very good question. बहुत सी बार पूछा जाता भैया. 36% होता है. वहीं मैस्टिक एस्फाल्ट क्या होता है, ये भी पूछा जाता है. नॉन कोरोजिव मटेरियल होता है. और द क्रूडेस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ आयरन, दैट इज पिग आयरन, पूछ लेते हैं कभी कभी. द माइल्ड स्टील, द आयरन कंटेंट 99%. और उसके अलावा पूछा जा सकता है मेकिंग इलेक्ट्रिकल स्विच के लिए क्या किससे बनते हो, बैकेलाइट से बनते हैं। और 1 क्यूबिक मीटर ऑफ माइल्ड स्टील का वेट कितना होता है, ये 7850 kg पर मीटर क्यूब, आप जानते ही हो उसकी डेंसिटी होती है। तो 1 मीटर क्यूब के लिए कितना हो जाएगा, 7850 किलोग्राम, राइट। और जो मेस्टिक एस्फाल्ट होता है वाटर प्रूफिंग के लिए काम में लेते हैं। द एक्सटेंट ऑफ कार्बन इन रोट आयरन इज अप टू 0.25%, पूछा जाता है। बेसेंबर प्रोसेस जो है किसके में यूज करते हैं, स्टील में यूज करते हैं। पोटास लाइम ग्लास इज ऑल्सो नोन एज बोहेमियन ग्लास, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, ठीक है, वी कैन नॉट इग्नोर दिस। द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ स्टील इज इन्फ्लुएंस्ड मैक्सिमम बाय कार्बन, कार्बन कंटेंट से बहुत उसकी प्रॉपर्टी जो है इन्फ्लुएंस होती है। कंपेयर टू माइल्ड स्टील, कास्ट आयरन हैज लो टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ और हाई कंप्रेसिव स्ट्रेंथ, ठीक है। तो ये क्वेश्चन है, कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट है। प्लास्टिक एस्फाल्ट इज क्या होता है, मिक्सचर ऑफ सीमेंट एंड एस्फाल्ट। और पोटास लीड ग्लास इज ऑल्सो नोन एज फ्लिंट ग्लास बोलते हैं इसको। और ग्लास फॉर्म्ड बाय मिक्सिंग ऑफ सोडियम सिलिकेट एंड कैल्शियम सिलिकेट इज नोन एज सॉफ्ट ग्लास। ये पूछा गया क्वेश्चन है, जरूर इस पे थोड़ा नजर मार लीजिएगा क्योंकि ग्लास की कॉम्बिनेशन से क्वेश्चन पूछा है। प्राइमरी बॉन्ड इन सॉलिड्स ऑफ ए टिपिकल मेटल इंक्लूड्स आयनिक बॉन्ड। कास्ट आयरन इज यूज्ड फॉर मेकिंग पार्ट्स ऑफ मशीनरी, स्मॉल साइज्ड वाटर पाइप्स, मेकिंग कॉलम्स एंड बिल्डिंग्स, तीनों के लिए यूज करते हैं। Which of the following material is recommended for proofing asbestos? Acoustic roof is related with sound से। Bakelite एक insulator है। Which metal are called noble metals due to naturally occurring pure metal are stable on their own? Gold and silver। इसको noble metal बोलते हैं क्योंकि ये purest form में पाए जाते हैं। प्लास्टिक कैन बी ब्रॉडली क्लासिफाइड एज थर्मोसेटिंग एंड थर्मोप्लास्टिक, आप जानते ही हो ये तो। द इंग्रेडिएंट्स एडेड टू प्लास्टिक टू इम्प्रूव स्ट्रेंथ एंड हार्डनेस आर कॉल्ड फिलर्स, ये भी आप जानते हो। फॉर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कलर्ड ग्लास द कलरिंग पिगमेंट्स आर एडेड इन द ग्लास एट द स्टेज ऑफ मेल्टिंग के टाइम करते हैं कलरिंग पिगमेंट। बुलेट प्रूफ ग्लास इज मेड ऑफ थिक ग्लास शीट्स एंड ए सैंडविच्ड लेयर ऑफ हाई स्ट्रेंथ प्लास्टिक। जो बुलेट प्रूफ ग्लास बनाते हैं ना, तो बहुत ही छोटी छोटी सैंडविच लेयर और थिक ग्लास शीट से को बिल्कुल मिलाते हैं, हाई स्ट्रेंथ प्लास्टिक होती है वो। तो इस प्रकार आई हैव कंप्लीटेड अराउंड 25 to 30 questions miscellaneous as well as 128 questions from the construction technology, and which is very important. Please go through it. Next session we will be studying the strength of material. We will be starting, and in part 14 I will be continuing the fluid mechanics, where we have completed one chapter I think, or maybe 50 questions only. So I will be continuing after 50. So thank you so much guys for being here with me. I will be coming soon and shortly with new updates and new MCQs, right sir? Now we will be continuing till our 10,000 plus MCQs will not be completed. जब तक 10,000 क्वेश्चन हमारे हो नहीं जाते MCQs, तब तक अपन कंटिन्यू रहेंगे। और जो सबसे मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है वही मैं आपको बताऊंगा। थैंक यू सो मच गाइस फॉर बीइंग हियर विद मी। हैव अ नाइस टाइम।